The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's on the run. Launches deep. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the single back takes the handoff. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the move. They stop him quickly, but not before a gain down to the 6. It's 1st and goal.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now, you're looking at a 3rd down.
Going to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
He knocks this one right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down here for this offense. Runner takes off to his right. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we're going to 4th down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
He's going to pull it down and run. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Important second down play coming up. Testing the right side here. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw over the middle. And he pulls in the catch. Tackle made after a big gain.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable walking to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And here's the jet sweep testing the perimeter here. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Running out of time in the pocket. We pressure him and sack him, and he tackled inside the 10. So on fourth down, the decision was to trot out the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29. Offense in hurry-up mode. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. They got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. He hands it off from the gun. Gets past the tackler into open space now. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes the score 7-6. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
So a nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Almost set up for the PAT. Make the extra point and go up 6. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You know, I don't want to get away from a jet sweep. I think it's a good call. This one just didn't work out, so now you're way behind on the sticks.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He's escaping the pocket now. He pulls it in for a big gain. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
There's a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Handoff to the back. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And now the handoff. Change of direction. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Here comes a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Powerful running into the secondary. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
A really good run by this 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
First and goal, handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming up, second down and goal. Movement at the second level of the defense now. There's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they'll set up with a PAT. Extra point puts it in front by 1. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
All those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He's running out of time here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They bring him down quickly, a short pitching catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded with not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Gonna run it. It's Washington. He shreds the tackle. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's got a receiver wide open here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. The Bears will have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Let's it fly out of the wide out. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him.
Oh, that one's picked off. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Wildcats. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The pass rush closing in. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've got a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. The clock is still running. Up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back, we get a throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. Moving right through the contacts. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. And the Bears looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. A solid gain puts him in good position for second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor. The offense still out there. They'll set him to go for 2 here, trying to tie the game. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Play action here on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this field goal attempt, trying to get inside the kicker's head. He missed it. And it's still a 2-point deficit after the miss. The Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bears will kick this away to start the second half. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. Heads out of bounds at the 33 after a decent return. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. Will hand it off. They stop him with the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway, but it does set up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quick completion to the tight end. And that will pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at 38.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
The Bears with 1st and 10 here. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to scramble. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
It is tough on a defense when a quarterback gets out of the pocket and makes the defense have to decide, are we going to rush him or are we going to stay back in coverage? And there, the quarterback was able to keep looking downfield and find a receiver as the defense scrambled to adjust.
Looking for 6. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. They didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down play coming up. And here's the handoff. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance in a really nice game.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. Who's in? Touchdown, Kentucky. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
He's moving out of the pocket. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose from the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Looks like Kentucky will have the 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today, running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
This Kentucky offense is quickly moving down the field. It's a run to the left. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield at the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a big gain.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. How about this on 1st and goal? Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, when you're defending this offensive coordinator, you have to be ready for anything. This is not something I'd expect to see down in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And he slings this pass over the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. They cannot stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Baylor. Here we go. 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. It's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And they tack on the extra point. Team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Pressure is coming. Makes the ground. It's Anderson. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a game.
And I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
That's going to be a first down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
And that run is good for first down yardage, a new set of downs for this offense. And they'll run it on the jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, the biggest thing when you run the jet sweep, you cannot afford penetration. Here the defense does a nice job almost anticipating the jet sweep is coming, and they make this offense pay for that with a significant loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They go with a direct snap. It's hard running there through a tackle. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. This is a big third down play coming up. If they can get the stop, you have to believe we see a timeout. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up to the sack for a crucial moment.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. From the shotgun, drops back. Here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. We're set for an exciting finish. Not much time left. Offense likely has one final drive. Look at this. He'll go deep again. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, I'm not going to get the ball back. It's going to end up busting my head.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the offense just takes a knee here. Of course, in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now stage gets even bigger, the challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves.